औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। Assalamu alaikum students. Today once again I am here with English grammar lecture of grade 9. Today grammar content of lesson number 1, the last sermon of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, will be explained here, and that grammar content consists of some structures as well as transposition or direct and indirect object. Let's have a look at the particular words that are being described in the structures given in your textbook, and that are next, last, nothing but, and listen to. First word of structure next is going to be explained here. Next means following or upcoming. Let's have a look at the sentences using word next. The very next year of Hijrah, they attacked Medina. When you come here next time, bring your brother with you. The next boy in line should come forward. He lives next to my house. So, what type of word is next, or which part of a speech does it belong to? Well, in first three sentences it has been used as an adjective, because in these sentences it is describing noun. In first sentence year is noun. In second sentence time is noun. In third sentence boy is noun. And all nouns are being described by word next. So in first three sentences next word has been used as an adjective, while in fourth one it has been used as a preposition, because it is telling the position of noun he to house. In previous classes you have already learnt about adjective and preposition. What is adjective? It is that which qualifies the noun or pronoun, while preposition is that which shows the position of a noun or pronoun to another noun or pronoun or adjective. I want to give another example of next using as a preposition. First one example, he goes to park daily next to his house. Second one, she sits next to her friend. Let's see some more examples of word next. The doctor called the next patient. My uncle is going to Karachi next month. We shall start the next lesson tomorrow. I heard an explosion and I can't remember what happened next. So students, focus on the usage of next in the sentences. In first three sentences, it's used as an adjective, because in these sentences it is describing the nouns, whereas in fourth one it's used as an adverb, because what happened is being described here by it. Let's see another word of structures, and that is last. It's also a very common word and we use it frequently in our conversation. Have a look at sentences. First one, God chose Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, as the last of his prophets. Second one, who was the last boy to come into the class? And third one, this is the last time I am accepting your excuse. And the last one, at last he said he was going away. In first three sentences, last has been used as an adjective, while in the last one it has been used as an adverb. The third word of structures given in your exercise is nothing but. Nothing but means only. This word only can be replaced by nothing but. He spoke nothing but the truth. It means he spoke only the truth. She does nothing but good. It means she does only good. There is nothing but trouble in store for you. Means there is only trouble in store for you. Fourth one, he reads nothing but storybooks. It means he reads only storybooks. In all these sentences, nothing but has been used as an adjective. Another word of structures is listen to. Listen to is verb. Listen to means to hear, to take advice, or to pay attention. Have a look at the sentences using this verb listen to. Oh people, listen to me carefully. He is listening to the radio. If you don't listen to your teacher, you will fail. Listen carefully to what your teacher says. In all these sentences, to has been used with listen. To is preposition and it always used with listen. So, to must be used or to must be put after the word listen. Students, another grammar content of lesson 1 is the transposition or direct and indirect object. Sometimes a sentence has more than one object and students often get confused between them. Now, you would start thinking, what is an object? In previous classes, you have studied about it. Well, object is the receiver of action, or you can say it is that on which or for whom work is done. For more clarification, I am going to give an example. Prophet peace be upon him conveyed the message of Allah to the people of Makkah. In this sentence, two objects are present. First one is the message of Allah and second one the people of Makkah. So, in this sentence, which one is direct? The message of Allah is direct object or the direct because it is the direct receiver. What is direct object? It is the direct receiver. And mostly it is a person. So it identifies the person for whom the action is performed. Let's see some more examples of direct and indirect object. I am giving the book to him. The book is direct object because it is the direct receiver and him is the indirect object for whom the action is being done. I have given the message of Allah to you. The message of Allah is direct receiver, direct object, while you is indirect object. She bought a pen for him. A pen is direct receiver, direct object, him is indirect object. And they sold their cow to me. Their cow is direct object while me is indirect object. Students, the position of both objects can be interchanged. Students, some exercises have been given on page number 6 and you will have to do that. If you have any type of query, you may comment. Thanks a lot for being with me. Be connected to us. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.